Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at the Family Feud game from Milton Bradley. This is the new 7th edition. It is obviously based on a TV show. Question game based on TV show. That's not even a real sentence, but hey, it's what it says. Same to ages 10 to adult, 2 or more players. And this is from, I think the 70s, I want to say. Yeah, we'll find out in a minute. But this is the 7th edition that was supposed to be a little more updated. I think Richard Dawson was hosting around this time. So if you're old enough to remember Richard Dawson, I'm sorry. He was terrible. Steve Harvey's hosting it now. This is well before his time, before the guy that played Al Borland. I forget his name, unfortunately. He's a good actor. I like him. I always thought he was funny, especially on that awful show. But yeah, this is just supposed to be sort of a family type game. But you know, let's look inside here and see what we got. So inside the lid right away, we've got the instructions on setup. Doesn't really tell us a whole lot. It's got a copyright date in here though, 1981. This looks really crappy art for 1981. Alright, so here we've got some question sheets, it looks like. I haven't actually opened this yet. I've got it used, obviously. This one's supposed to be complete though. Now what you do with these is there's a whole pad of these. And each one's got questions on both sides. And there's a cut mark here where you're supposed to get some scissors and cut that, and then it's going to slide in your frame here. This is a piece of cardboard. It's pretty thick. This one's warping over time. And basically this piece is going to go on there. As you can see, this has got holes in it. So it's going to go over that. And then you got another piece that goes on top of this. Like that, I think. Something like that. And then these slots are gonna be on here to cover that up. And you're gonna pull these. You put that in between these two pieces of plastic and you can reveal them this way. And it's got a little stand, so it's got some pieces for that. And basically when you're getting this, you're going to have to look for these pieces because these are probably going to be broken and these things will be missing. So let's see here. We've got 2, 4, 5 on each side. Should be 10 of them. Let's see if I've got them all here. I got 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it looks like I've got 8 of them. Alright, so, but we have our directions in here. And our directions are apparently on a perforated pad for some stupid reason. So, yeah, that's really stupid. These also seem to have answers on them. Oh, these are the questions, and of course you have to guess the answers just like Family Feud. So some of these are kind of cut up. They're numbered too, so like this one is game 46. So I would look at question number 46 on my yellow sheet here and say, what do most people daydream about? And it says there's 5 correct answers. And I don't know how you'd know the answers. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and read the rules, that's boring. But how many questions are there? There's 60 questions in here. So there's enough variety that you could probably play for a little while. A lot of these are already cut up. That's most likely how you're going to find one of these. Quite a few of them are actually still together on here, so apparently these people didn't find this game very fun. So let's get these out of the way and get to the fun parts, which is, of course, the money. Woo! So, here we've got some 10s, $5,000s, $1, 5, hundreds, and 20s. So you got a little stack of money. These you could probably use Monopoly money if these are missing. There's not a whole lot of them in here. I've never seen any of these that have a lot of the dollar bills still in here. This is actually the most I've ever seen. But there's probably 20 of each one in there. And there's actually an insert here, which is still in pretty good shape. This was like the middle piece that would cover up bits and pieces. As you can see, somebody left all the original pieces in here still that had to be punched out. And it looks like they paid $8.49 for this at Sears, because the original cellophane's in here. But anyway, this is a pop-out board that actually covered up a lot of this stuff. And it's got the 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike indicator. And you'd set this out and pop these out of this thing and put them on here when somebody got a strike. And once they get 3 strikes, they're out. And then it's the other team's turn. Ooh, there's the centerpiece. This is a piece you'll want because this is what holds all this together. So be aware of that. So yeah, make sure the direction sheet's there, because it's not just one sheet of paper. It's got multiple pages that have the questions on them, which makes this useless if you don't have. So be aware of that. The money you can replace with from another game. These answer sheets you're going to have a hard time with. On the back of the pad is the score sheets with the grand totals on it. You could probably make copies of that. Oh, somebody played men versus women on this one. But yeah, it's a very simplistic game with a lot of little pieces that could be missing. I'm missing a couple of these, but you can buy replacement parts or find another partial set and replace them with. But it's most likely going to be the pieces that are missing are the slider pieces or this actual frame, or the stand. So any of the parts for this, you can piece this together from 2 or 3 different sets, kind of cobble a new one together. It's not that difficult. It's just finding them in good usable condition, because this plastic is pretty cheap and it's fairly old at this point. I mean, 81 was a long time ago, but there were earlier editions of this, so there's plenty of them laying around that could be found. If you want to play the older version of Family Feud, this would be something for you. Or if you're a big collector of Family Feud or game show memorabilia, this might be something up your alley. Overall, if you like the TV show, this will be just fine. It'll be a lot like playing that. Some of the questions will probably be fairly dated, just because of when the questions were asked, basically. And so there might be some weird pop culture stuff that the average person doesn't know, especially younger people. But it could be fun. But I found this and thought we'd check it out. So that'll do it for this episode. That's the Family Feud 7th edition from 1981 from Milton Bradley. Ages 10 to adult, 2 or more players. And that's going to wrap up this episode. As always, thanks for watching. And we hope to see you next time on What's Inside.